Welcome again, everybody, to another episode of the WPDKIN10 radio show. I'm your host, David Wright, aka Bishop Down. We are broadcasting live from Atlanta, Georgia. Let me take this shirt off. So that won't have any affiliation to what we're doing here. It might be in the thumbnail or something like that, but I don't know. I think I told you guys that before. Anyway, yeah, man. So the mornings aren't working, obviously, so because I'm here, in the afternoon. But it is what it is. It's fine. Who really cares? Who really gives a flying fart? Well, the truth shall set you free, and so shall it. Believe me. I got a video I'm gonna put in the description, a link for this video in the description. And it's a video Dane Calloway just did. It fired up. He was fired up about that video. He was fired up about what he was talking about. Kind of got me fired up too. It just kind of because listening to Dane, he'll talk about a lot of things and he'll make points, and then he really leaves it up to you to go do the research to find out what he's saying is right or true or not. You know what I mean? And for me, I do a little research, but I also have a thing called Discernment, where I know I am connected to the universe and I can tell when things are right and when things aren't right. It's just something that comes, you know what I mean? They call it like a spiritual thing. I don't really think it's a spiritual thing. I think it's a natural thing that we all have. And you can tap into that. You know what I mean? So I don't, like I said, I don't take word for word what he's saying, but just the the energy that is there, in the information being presented, the energy of the information being presented. Like if you listen to any of my broadcasts where I talk about like food is like energy, you know what I mean? And food is like information, and through that information you get energy. Other information, can come through, verbal information and things like that. And sometimes with sight, but they're all vibrational frequencies. Whether you see it, whether you hear it, whether you smell it, whether you eat it, they're all vibrational frequencies. We're not going to include touching because we know touching is not a sense; it's a reaction. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put a link in the description to that video. Pretty good, very good video. He was on maybe like an interview or something with another lady. But they mentioned some interesting stuff in the video, talking about 1948, when a law or act was passed to start indoctrinating our children, teaching them. Excuse me. Is where they begin to teach the history of the slaves, the narrative for slavery, telling you that. Now, granted, they have been doing this before, telling children that they kidnapped and brought across from one side of the Mississippi to the other, children that they kidnapped from other places here in America, South America, the Caribbean, all over this side, that they were slaves or they were something else. They had been telling them that, but in 1948, this became the standard practice of how they started teaching our children in the public school system. Pretty much in public school, private schools, all over the, out of Africa theory, which we know is not true. It's a lie. It's a fabrication. And you know what I mean? You get to the video, you get some good stuff about that. It's crazy, man. Crazy. I'm eating. Pardon me. I will be right back to get some drink, some more juice. Okay, I'm back, guys. Now, crazy. Look, the confusion, the social experimentation, that junk is real. I was just thinking about today. I'm sitting there in the car at work driving. I'm just like, I already have a preconceived notion when I look at somebody, when I see somebody, you know, I mean, quote unquote, white or black person or Asian, whatever, all quote unquote. And it's just like, where does that come from? You know what I mean? But it comes from it stems from the training that you received as a child through the education system. That is the training that you received. You know, in other countries, you know what I mean, they don't teach like that. So they don't when you talk to them about the slavery thing, they don't know what the hell you're talking about because they're not taught that. You know what I mean? They have their own indoctrinated system, of course, but it's just crazy how you can even like think like that. Like you don't even think about it. It's like subconsciously in your mind program. It's like they put a chip in your head. It's like they put a chip in your head and you're already programmed to do things without even thinking about it. You're just programmed. But that's how powerful the programming is. Very strong programming. You have to actually consciously think about not thinking about it. It's crazy. Which starts to make me think about people that are supposedly naturally gifted to do things. What if they're programmed or have been programmed at an early age to be that way? That's got to be what it is. I'm not. I'm not gonna say that there aren't naturally gifted people or like genius people. I don't know. There's a possibility that all these people that are naturally gifted or whatever, they could have been programmed some kind of way programmed as a child to be predetermined to do this one thing because they do it so great. Or maybe pushed in the direction to do that and then being so self-motivated or being programmed to be so self-motivated that there's nothing that would stop them from achieving their goals. Because like what's the difference between somebody who knows what they want to do at an early age between somebody who doesn't know what they want to do at an early age? Like, where does that come from? Because well, when I was younger, I knew I wanted to be a veterinarian. I know I wanted to be a veterinarian. That's what I thought I wanted to be. But I don't think I have the programming to be motivated to do it to the point where it didn't matter what anybody said, that's what I was going to do. That programming wasn't in my head. My programming was to be easily swayed to do what I was instructed to do by my parents. For the most part, it's not behaviorally, but um, career wise, picking my slave trade, whatever what my trade was going to be as a slave, determining that thing. Consequently, I never became a veterinarian, or a doctor, or anything like that. I don't know. Oh man! All right, guys, I'm tired as heck. This is another short live thing, man. I could talk for hours, but I'm not. I'm going to let you guys have it. I'm gonna put a link to the video in the description. Watch that video. And I think there's another video too. I watched with JoJo Brown talking about Juneteenth. Everybody talking about celebrating Juneteenth and all this bullcrap. And I don't know why we celebrate it. It's just like we're perpetuating the lie. Why are we celebrating Juneteenth? We were never enslaved. We're more slaves now than we were then. You know what I mean? It's just like that shit. Shit didn't happen like that, man. You gotta get out of that mindset. Stop giving these people the power over us. We're giving them the power over us by saying that they went and took us from our homeland without any fight. We didn't give any fight. We just went with them, and others that look like us were selling others that look like us, and all these kingdoms and stuff like that that weren't there at that time when they came in, when they supposedly came and got us. It just doesn't make any sense. Why would we? Why would they sell? Why would they do that? Why would they take their same people? So you tell me those people don't have any unity? They're just gonna give us away for goods and stuff they didn't have that. They have a multitude. They had a multitude of resources over there. I mean, if you got a kingdom over there, a rich kingdom, what do you need to trade outsiders with to get stuff? You don't need it. Why would you? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you, if you got a kingdom? Did the kingdom of Egypt? You tell me they weren't kings of pharaohs? Did the pharaohs trade their own people to get goods and services from other outsiders? They didn't do that. They didn't trade their own people. They didn't sell their own people off, and they had slaves, right? The slaves were the quote unquote Hebrews, which are supposed to be black people as well. It's just another lie they tell. It's just another lie. I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. They had the technology. They didn't need slaves to build pyramids. Like, it's just some crazy shit. Crazy shit, man. Fuck Juneteenth. Fuck all these stupid holidays. Anyway, I'm out. Remember our broadcast Monday. I mean Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's Freestyle Friday. See we have Freestyle. See we do Friday. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah. All right, I'm out. Going back to the duty. Yeah.